heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Oh, oh. Make me your radio, and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo.
Te Uh, Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to another round of TikTalks. Selamat petang. Semua orang sihat ke? Yes, my name is Tara, and I'll be your moderator for today for another round of What's Hot here at UNIRAZAK. Today, on the 12th of October 2021, this is a fine Tuesday afternoon. I think a lot of Malaysians are super happy, super psyched because the travel restrictions have been lifted. So if you are traveling or if you are planning on traveling, please tell us in the comment below, where are you going? Where do you hope to go? Who do you want to see? We want to get to know you and see what's happening in your life. But let's get on with the show. Before we continue, I would like to remind all of our viewers to please follow our social media. We have My Uniraza at Facebook and also My Uniraza Instagram. Please follow us so that you can get the latest updates and the latest happening here at Uniraza and the world of Uniraza and education. And also, if you are watching from YouTube, also subscribe to My Uniraza YouTube channel, where you can actually have conversation with us, listen to what's the latest topic, the hot topics that's especially going on with the TikTok at What's Hot at Uniraza. So, what's hot here at Uniraza today? Very simple. We have experienced alumni, we have knowledgeable counselors, and we have a distinguished lineup of educators here at UNIRAZAK who will share their insights only on our channel. And with today, we have two very special speakers, and they come from the Tun Abdul Razak School of Government with the topic, leaders, managers, or both. Do we really need them? Now, this question is so interesting, because in the world where we can do businesses straight from the palm of our hands, through our mobile phones, through our laptop, we don't even have to get dressed and get out and drive to work. Do we need people to lead us? Do we need managers to tell us what to do? Can we do it all on our own, right? So that's the question. Do we really need them? But before we continue, let me do a quick introduction about the Tun Abdul Razak School of Government here at UNIRAZA. The Tun Abdul Razak School of Government offers programs that will enhance leadership skills to create people-centered environment where our leaders and our employees of organizations and their clients will benefit. So for those of you who work in the public and the private sector, we are looking at ways to improve their leadership skills, and also how can we help students who are graduating and moving into the world climb up the career ladders. This program can definitely help them to achieve their goals. The uniqueness of our program actually lies in the comprehensive coverage of the theories and also the models of leadership and management. And we also use lots of case studies as part and parcel of the teaching and learning technique, connecting students with the real world problems and what are the solutions out there. So with that, everybody, let's stay tuned to the end, get a cup of coffee, get a cup of tea, get comfortable. Also get your thumbs and your fingers ready to post some questions, post some comments, and we will hear more from our experts within the next 1 hour. But before we continue, let's watch a quick UNIRAZAK video. welcome back again. As you can see, we have our two speakers here lined up. How are you, gentlemen? Good day.
Great.
All
I'm great
right.
today.
Yeah,
Great, great.
very, very
Okay, so
good.
thank you so much. Before we continue, let me just do a quick introduction so our viewers know who they are listening to and who is speaking here today. Our first speaker here, who is the gentleman wearing the full black suit, everything black, not the one with the maroon with the very plain background. He is Mr. No Azami Rosli. So Mr. Azami, he is our program director here at UNIRAZAK, and he's actually a program director for two programs, which is the Bachelor of Arts, which is the Government and Public Policy Honours Program, and also the Bachelor of Arts in the Leadership Honours Program. And besides that, Mr. Azami also teaches subjects related to government and leadership studies. So he is definitely someone who is expert, in this knowledge and in the area of government policy and also leadership. Currently, Mr. Azami is doing something very, very interesting. He is doing his doctorate in the area of leadership. We'd love to hear more about that. What's his journey like? Why has he decided to go back to school? And a little quick info, Mr. Azami is also a member of the Chartered Management Institute, CMI UK. Excuse me. And a very fun note, he is a trainer for the Club Pidato Perdana, which is a speech club focusing on the Malay language. How are you, Mr. Azami? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Great today.
All right. So I know you on a personal level, and I know that you have additional skills besides Pidato and teaching. There is something extra about you. Maybe you can show that skill later.
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
Our second speaker, thank you. Our second speaker here is Mr. Muhammad Yusri Abdullah. He is an alumnus, okay, from the Bachelor of Arts, Government and Public Policy. So I'm not sure when you graduated from UNIRAZAK. Maybe you can let us know later more info about yourself. But Yusri here, he's also from the Tun Abdul Razak School of Government, and he has work experiences mainly in the digital marketing, teaching, customer service, and human capital. And Yusri is very, very proactive in helping community and community advocacy. So we definitely love to hear more from you. Welcome, Yusri, to the show.
Thank you so much.
Great. Right, so let's move on. All right, so everyone, are you comfortable? Let's go to the first question. And our first question here is for Mr. Azami. So, Azami, as we know in organization, we need leaders, we need managers, and the word leader and managers basically means what they want to do. They're supposed to lead a group of people towards a common goal. They're supposed to manage a group of people towards a certain goal or a common goal. They need to encourage, they need to motivate people around them. They basically need to push people to get things done. And with that, our topic, leaders and managers or both, do we really, really need them? Do people still need motivation to do work? Do we really need people to tell us what's our common goal? Maybe you can tell us a little bit more, and we can further see how we can discuss this topic, Mr. Azami.
Sure, why not? Thank you so much, Tara, for asking this type of question. Well, this is a regularly asked question among many organizations. You probably work with or for someone who you look up to and admire a lot. Managers and leaders. Not every manager is good at leadership, and not every great leader is good at management. There are arguments about it. These two terms are actually the same or different. What most research has come to find is that a manager is more about your position, and leadership is about who you are. You can be a manager, can be a leader, or you can be both. If you are current or aspiring manager, it's really important to focus on good leadership. There are some differences between these two titles, but it can be a huge asset to understand these differences and how you can work to develop the characteristics of both. Managers are generally responsible for the day-to-day operations of an operations, and they have people who report to them. They oversee their work, help make all the projects run smoothly. They manage system confidently and help their workers feel understood and meaningful to the organization. Leadership is about building a vision for people to follow. They inspire and direct with authority and intelligence. They help people feel confident and excited to follow their lead. Leadership and management may seem to be different, but in reality, they share many qualities. If a manager, a good leader, their workers will be willing to follow their lead. They will trust them and they will have a more positive work experience. Just look at the original English meanings of the words manage and lead. To manage means to handle, which implies a high degree of direct involvement. To lead means to go before and prepare the way. Like our Peter Drucker, the leadership and management guru, have said, management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. So the main difference here is that leaders have followers, while managers, they have people who work for them, means they have employees. But a successful business owner needs to be both a strong leader and effective manager to get the teams on board and to follow them towards their vision of success. This is my answer for that particular question, Stara.
Great. That's amazing, Yusri, Azami. You know, it's interesting that both leaders and managers are actually very different. You know, they have one has people following them and the other actually manages people. But we need them both, right? It's not that we don't need them
Exactly.
both, right? Yeah, great. Thank you
Exactly.
so much. Let's move on to Yusri, right? So Yusri, during your time here at UNIRAZAK, you know, you were very, very hardworking, I'm sure. You know, of course, being a full-time student, you have to take up so many subjects, so many hours of assignment. But you were also very actively involved in the curriculum activities of the universities, you know, in the societies, in the workshops, and also the charitable activities. And here have a quick note that you actually won an award as the Energizer Bunny Award by the Southeast Asia Regional Trade for Counter-Terrorism Siasat, right? For in 2017, they actually honored you with the Energized Bunny Award, right? So that's nice. That's very interesting. Let us know more about it. Now, with all these events that you participated in, you know, with your time here at UNIRAZA, what was your role and your experiences and your responsibility? What do you learn from that? You learn a lot.
Thank you for the questions. First of all, I'm Yusri. I'm graduate in 2017 at UNIRAZAK in the government and public policy. Thank you for inviting me as a TikTok live program. I feel very honored to having here and share with everyone with a good topic of leaders, manager, or both. Do we need really do we really need them? So first of all, the UNIRAZAK to learn, relearn, and unlearn. The core component in leadership especially. I'm very focused myself for creating of leadership brand for ensure myself become such a good leader in the future. But now I'm here with experience in various organizations from start as a position in a team leader, executive, and head of program. During my study time, I really active to join association, club, and external events such as in the United Nations, ministry department, and many more. However, today I want to share what the role and responsibility as a leader. For every one of you, I had won the first winner for created digital banner for counter-terrorism. This event was participated from IPTA and IPTS. The things here, what related for me is to show UNIRAZAK a very competent to assist students in terms of creating a good leadership. I was joined as more than 4 events, include student leader, secretariat, and also to become a delegation. To ensure here is more regarding how to become an agent of change for learn about the culture, complex issues, and create the best version of personality. I believe to become a leader, you need have a great personality. In Uniraza, I was joined the event and curriculum more than 50 events within the 3 years of my studies. We have so many students before. They are our alumni already in good position as a manager and top management. I believe everyone here must have a very strong action and example, because for me, leadership is not a position or a title. We can create leadership from discipline ourselves to achieve an objective. For example, for me, everyone can be a leader, but the question here is, do we have cultivate and empowerment, improve leadership? The employment rate in Malaysia is going to climb up today, like 4.8% in June 2021, evolving from Department of Statistics Malaysia, for example. Academic, we have, the employees start reduce, the scale of people and leadership need to play a big role, ensure we have place in industry. Through involvement in any of event will lead us to know what is a real leadership and how it's work. Because students, you need to prepare for yourself, especially for two-step. You want to know about what to step. Ishi's phrase is, you must create your own leadership brand. And second, learn to ask a great question, because students, they don't know how to get started. And in the side of the classroom, they just ask the lecturer. And starting from then, you must polish yourself to be brave. And the leader, you need to be brave. All in all, people see you, people think, feel about you. That is your brand. And that is your leadership, actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yusri. That's very interesting. And you are so motivated and so encouraged, in the work that you do, in, all the activities that you're involved in. I'm sure,
Yeah.
people would love to find out, how do you get this excitement and motivation in life? How do you keep yourself excited?
Actually, as a student, you need to find a good mentor for yourself. For me, during my studies, Mr. Azami is my mentor. Because when I see his peak, I feel more brave, because I'm start at UNIRAZAK, do a small mini parliament and doing debate. At the first beginning, I'm so shy. I don't know how to get started on myself, but I'm try. If you don't try, you don't know where is your potential.
Great. So, Mr. Azami, this is a product of your person. This is a product of your hard
Yes,
work. I'm sure you're so
Yes.
proud.
yes, 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 yes.
So proud. So, to our
Absolutely
audience out
correct.
there, thank you. So, to our audience out there, we have not received any questions yet from you. So, please silakan tanya soalan kepada Mr. Azami or Mr. Yusri. No worries, yeah. Ask any question or give a comment. But also, thank you for those of you who said hi in the very beginning. Yeah. Okay. So now let's continue with Mr. Azami. A question for you. There's a saying: leaders are born, not grown. Do you agree with that? So, do you think that everyone could be a leader or everyone could be a manager? What are the characteristics that differentiate those two?
All right. In order to answer these questions, you need to look from different angles. Some people may already possess many of the skills and qualities that make him a great leader. They can always grow their leadership ability. And just because someone doesn't appear to be a leader outwardly doesn't mean they can develop leadership skill through a leader training program. The keys to great leadership in our company simply involve providing the opportunities and custom training to foster leadership growth in our employees. Let's talk about other leaders born or grown or trained. For decades, people have been trying to figure out whether great leaders are born with innate leadership skills or if you can develop people into leaders, then the answer would be yes or no. Based on the recent scientific studies suggest that leadership is 30% genetic and 70% learned. These findings propose that leaders are made and not born. Great man theory and trait theories believe that people inherit certain qualities and traits that make them better suited to leadership. Behavioral theorists believe that people can become leaders through the process of teaching, learning, and observation. Leadership is a set of skills that can be learned by training, perceptions, practice, and experience over time. Leadership training is a lifetime activity. Good leader seeks out development opportunities that will help them learn new skills. All right. Ultimately, the answer is that both are true, or I would say it's correct answer. A person can be born with natural leadership abilities, and someone can learn how to be a good leader at work. Regardless of whether someone is born leader, everyone has room to learn new skills and grow in leadership competency. The ability to train leader is excellent news for organizations. You don't need to wait around for someone with natural leadership skill to arrive to you. You can start training great leaders today. So, of course, providing leadership training to your employees doesn't just prepare them for more senior position, but it comes with benefits like to reduce the employee turnover, to increase the leadership confidence, and need to double the revenue growth as well as to increase the training satisfaction rate in the company. However, it's not enough to simply know that you can train leaders and the method of good leadership training. You must also know how to train employees and what leadership training for managers or other employees look like. This is very important for you to understand. Okay, so in the case that whether they're born or the trained, depending on us to evaluate, to assess, to get feedback out of it. But to me, both are the answer, which is you can be a born leader as well. You can be trained to be a leader. That's my answer, Tara.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Azami. Now, I just want to know, is there a sweet number to the age where someone can become a leader? You know, I mean, sometimes when we see children, they are the age of 5 or 6 in a playground, they're playing, and you can see that there's always one child who organizes the other children, tell them, you do this, you do that. So is there a sweet age that we know, all right, my child has definitely got leadership qualities? What do you think?
If you know the meaning of the leadership means you need to have you yourself as a leader. They must have a group of people, and you have things that you have to achieve at the end of the day, meaning the goal you have to achieve. If that person manage all these things, it's considered they have a leadership skills, where the age is doesn't matter. Young people can lead older people. Older people can lead young people. Even children also can have a leadership skill at their age, as long as they are followers and they meet the target, they meet the objective, and they meet the goals of that particular situations. Okay, that's the
That's
thing.
great.
Children become a leader at their age.
That's great to know. That's great to know. So I think for all those parents out there or future parents out there who are watching in, you don't have to worry. Children can be naturally born leaders, because you just have to motivate them. Just got to make them excited. Just got to give them the opportunity.
Exactly,
Now let's go.
exactly.
Yep. Let's go to you three. So you three, you have been working in an organization, since you left UNIRAZA or since you graduated as an executive, right? And you are in a few companies, I'm sure, all right? So maybe you could
True.
please share with us the two roles that work together, okay? How these two roles work together as a leader and a manager, Do you agree that their roles are important to guide and assist employees in their career development?
Thank you for a good question. Okay, almost 4 years up and down. I work from various organizations with 5 different job scope, but the main of my work is guidance and give a leadership service. As an executive, is a customer service specialist. When we talk about a customer, we must imagine that that when we feel not satisfied with item and see other people servicing, for example, dealing and give a lot of patience because customer they have so many behavior and characteristic. I had experience in managing globally, especially the human behavior. Here we need to know what the best policy we present to team and customer. And second, experience in human resource, HR executive. Everything need to structure and explain because we manage people. And people, we see us either directly or indirectly. If we don't have leadership, we have low self-esteem and no motivation. We have because as a leader, they need motivation to lead the positive team. What Jack Ma say, in this world, we need the three things, which is intelligent quotient, IQ, EQ, emotion quotient, to handling the stress, to handling in a team, a group positive. And but the seldom people and the seldom leader, they don't have the LQ, LQ, which is love quotient. And love quotient we need because to become a leader, they must have leadership consent to everyone to know about the people feeling. And I believe these two roles are important to guide and assist the employee in a career development. With this in leadership, they can to be successful manager with KSAA. Have you heard about KSAA? Such as knowledge, skillful, ability, more to understanding, and the best of attitude. And the two they were people we see your attitude at the first personality. And I think that is the best what I have explained to show, in a services of leadership. Thank you.
Great, Yusri, that's amazing. It's true. I totally agree with you that we need to look at both perspective. Great. Now let's see. Do we have any question from our viewers? No, no question yet. But what we do have is that we had a poll earlier, right? Thank you, Kyrene. Hello, nice sharing. Thank you, Kyrie Ismail. Please comment some more. Let us know where are you going to be traveling to now that the travel restriction has been open. All right. And Sigma College TV says, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Terima kasih. Thank you. All right. So we did a poll here on our YouTube channel. And the question is, can we have the question posted for everyone to see? The poll question. Are we ready with our poll question? All right, no worries. Let's get on with our question first. All right, so maybe we'll move on. Oh, yes. The question here is, which one do we need the most? Okay, or which one do we need more? All right, leader or manager? And what's the answer from our poll? The poll results. Let's see our poll results. Any poll results? Not yet, not yet. All right, no worries. We'll get back to that after this. Okay, let's go back. Let's go now to a question for Mr. Azami. Yeah, okay. So the question now to Mr. Azami is, you have many years of teaching experience as an educator, and in the education field. How do you develop your students so that you see their potential and they become the leader or the manager of the future, right? And maybe you can also share a little bit about the programs that you manage. How does it benefit their future career? You could elaborate on that, maybe talking about what they do for their activities, how do you enhance their skills? So let us know. Tell us more about it.
All right. I'm talking about before the pandemic, because now for the past almost 2 years, we have been doing online platform and so on and so forth. What I try to say, in the previous semesters, normally we took our students to several government agencies for students to familiarize the government system on how it works. We also took our students to parliament so that they can have experience observing our politicians debating certain issues. In my class, for instance, I also showing them any related videos on leadership, on government, on policy, that it be useful for students to learn through watching videos through YouTube and so on and so forth. We also do use case studies in our teaching and learning so that we can connect students with real world problems and solutions. what I normally do in my class is that I like to conduct debate session in my class, apart from the class presentation and class discussion. And from there, we could see students who can talk and deliver their message clearly, and how those who can't talk due to many reasons, and we need to support them. So it's good for students who show that they have talent to speak in front of audience. Hmm? They can communicate well. Once we identify them, what I normally do, I channel them to, to the right environment, like asking them to join Toastmasters Club. This to improve their speaking and leadership skill, apart from public speaking subject from universities. In TASOK also, we do have what we call it as a mini parliament, which is a good platform to students to show their talents as debaters. As Peter Drucker said, once again, leadership and management guru, those can communicate well, can lead well. So, of course, I also encourage all our students to get involved in the extracurricular activities organized by students' club and associations, and these become their training ground for them to learn soft skills. For instance, time management, public speaking, discipline, empathy, problem solving, and so on and so forth. This is the way that we conduct in the class activities. This one is before the pandemic hit us. Since we cannot do much, we have to do through online platform. Or that's it restricts us to do physical classes and so on. But I'm sure once the issues of pandemic is back to normal, we can have this type of activities again.
Great.
All right.
Are you
Yeah.
looking forward to going back to campus to see your students
Yes,
face to face?
I love to go to campus and meet our students there. I love to have physical classes. If you have physical classes, probably we can have a debate sessions. Probably have class discussion, so we can get feedback on that particular activities in the classroom setting.
Yeah. It makes a big difference, right? The
Exactly,
face to
exactly,
face online. Yeah. But
precisely.
do you think students are ready to go back to campus?
I think they love to come to campus. They miss their students. They miss their friends, by the way.
Hmm.
Meaning that they love to mingle around with them, chit chatting as usual, and then be at the library, in the corner of the class, gossiping here and there. Then they love to do that, by the way.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's true,
Okay.
even though there are students who started their program last year during the pandemic and have never attended a face-to-face class, but I
Yes,
think
yeah.
the moment they
Pity them.
experience a face-to-face, yeah, you feel
Exactly.
sad for them. They would definitely feel the
Correct.
complete difference of being in presence of a classroom. It's a big difference.
Yes.
All right, I think we can
I
actually
think that,
show the
yes.
poll. Yes, continue.
Yes, we can see the pool now. Can you see the pool now?
Yeah, we can see the poll. Let's
Leaders
see
or
the poll.
managers?
All
Are we
right, so
gold
which one do we
leaders,
need
not
most?
managers?
All right, so
Manager,
far only
my
8 people
God.
completed the poll, and
Oh,
87% people say
it's
leaders.
not sufficient. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so it's a simple poll. All right, we might need more people to answer to the poll. All right, and to our viewers out there, if you have any question, please feel free to ask any question, or please feel free to comment. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go on to Yusri. Yes, Yusri. So I hope that you remember your time here at UNIRAZAK. You remember being a student, but from based what you've been sharing, you really enjoyed yourself. Can you tell us how did the program help you in your career development so far? Maybe you can share with the viewers out there, who are students, what are some soft skills that you think they should gain or they should learn during their study? What are soft skills that students should learn?
Okay, thank you for the questions. In 2017, 2018, before I leave UNIRAZAK, my team and I have created UNIRAZAK Volunteer Mission together with Datin Hafiza during that time, as known as Razak Rangers today. The main objective is to ensure everyone to learn and help people in need. Yes, I really enjoy that. It was a great successful because we already created a good leaders which have empathy and patience to give our hands. This is a big initiative and I had done sharing with United Nations during Youth and Child Assembly uh, in 2017, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I believe everyone could be start with a small contribution, and the student must to do a small contribution to join any club or association, UNIRAZAK or external, because this will create a best version of you. In this global digitalization are very fast, and the world need a better policy maker to sustain in business and life. As a conclusion, I would like to share with you are there three things. The first thing, which is you must to stop to be shy. That's not lead you for climb your success. If you shy, that's it. Please encourage yourself to participate whatever event upcoming. Try and try. Don't worry. If you make a mistake, it's a normal. Just try. Just do it. Second, start to learn and improve the skill. From zero, you can become hero. Spend 5 minutes a day to learn in YouTube, and now they have so many, free visual program through so many things in LinkedIn and Facebook, and so many. Do more volunteerism, do university social responsibility, join in the community, and engaging with the club. Because I remember when first I was a media bureau in Ursa, I don't know how to do Photoshop, and I'm used that skill till I'm work now. So this really worth it. And the third one, you must continue to learn and make a people as your mentor for your leadership. For example, I have so many mentor for myself, and of course for Uniraza, I was Adam Mr. Azami as a my mentor for me to continue successes. And I believe we can be a good leaders when we follow a good example. Thank you.
Great. That's so exciting, Yusri. Yusri, maybe you can tell us what are the quality or the traits that you look for in a mentor?
The most important, I look for communications, because you know what, I'm realized when I enter, the real life of employments, the industry, the most problem industry is a communication, and the leader need to know how to communicate well. That's why I really adore with Mr. Azami, because he is really good in a communication, how he manage and engaging with the student. It's not from in a not in a, it's not he taught us in a small classroom, but you know what, we go out and learn from the Parliament of Malaysia, and we go to the government agency to learn, you know to know and to get more about the costs, such as which is government and public policy, and to know more about the government and public policy is about. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's amazing. And to you, Mr. Azami, what do you look for in students? I mean, of course, this is really a two-way relationship. Not all students want to be mentored, right? So students who do come to you for mentoring, what do you look for them? What do you look in them? What do you hope to build out of them?
Actually, we need to boost up their confidence level. Most of students do not have any confidence level. Actually, they need someone who can mentor them to improve up, to give them some morale to do things. Sometimes if they have problem, for instance, they don't want to share their problem with the mentor. They normally share with their friends with the same age. We have a huge age between the student and the lecturer, and a big gap. In order for us as a mentor to meet them personally, it needs something like an art. That's why I use the little of a bit art, leadership art, to get close to them, that students, to boost the confidence level, to do things that they can't do it, and push them to the limit that whatever it is, they can do it. Whatever impossible, they can make it possible. And the very important thing is make sure that you have to do it in the proper manner. Once we come up, lay out a certain system for that particular students, God willing, we can help the student to be somebody good leader. It takes time, by the way. It takes time. So I have done some of the students in previous semester. We can see the feedback from low self-esteem, now it's become debaters. So introvert type of students, they become somebody. They can talk. They like to talk. That's why I really encourage all the students to join Toastmasters Club. Okay, I really admire those can Toastmasters Club. They can talk, can speak in front of the audience, and of course, at the beginning, feel they are not keen to join because they feel that they can't talk, they can speak in front of the audience. But now to join, though they can speak well, they can manage well, then they become a good student. Once they graduate, they can find a good career path later on. This
Yep.
the thing that you should do for the
Fantastic.
students.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's definitely true. Definitely true. You know, when we think about world leaders, presidents of countries or CEOs of big organizations, like just now you was talking about the CEO, the ex-CEO of Alibaba, and even leaders and in political parties in Malaysia, they have charisma. They have a way of making people listen to them. They are not only just energetic, but they also have confidence, and they believe in who they are, and they believe in the things that they say. So I think that the program here at UNIRAZAK really bring students to that kind of level of confidence and that kind of level of knowledge where they know
Yes,
that
yes,
yes, they do have the solution to the problems of the business world, the problems of policies and things like that.
right.
Right. So with that, we've come to almost the last question, and this last question is back to Mr. Azami. Could you maybe share with our audience out there the programs that's offered at the Tun Abdul Razak School of Government, and also, from the programs, what are the career pathways? What can they expect from graduating from that faculty, from that school?
Okay, good. All right. As you know, that Tun Abdul Razak School of Government, in short, we call it TASOG, is the leading center for the study of public policy in Malaysia. Just like Tun Abdul Razak, we have a strong focus on economic development, governance, and nation building, both in our teaching and research. Through our undergraduate programs in Bachelor of Arts, Government and Public Policies, our government and public policy focuses on issues of good governance and how to promote nation building and integrity through the policy processes. Bachelor of Economics, for instance, is designed to promote sound economic policy that will benefit the whole nation. And thirdly, is about Bachelor of Art Leadership, where focuses on building the leadership qualities that Tun Abdul Razak embodied throughout in his career. We have a new program called Bachelor of Arts in Public Management. I think they are starting to sell this program to public. But at the master level, we do have a program called Master of Public Policy. We provide students with not only a strong academic rigor, but also hands-on skills in project management and implementation. We have excellent industry relations, and through our internship programs, our students are exposed to practical training and real-life experience. In order to fully recognize our focus on leadership and good governance, all our programs are certified by Chartered Management Institute or CMI UK. So for the career pathway, I would say the student, once they graduate from Tun Abdul Razak School of Government, there are many areas or industry they can join. They might be joining, you can join banking management sector, they can join from the risk management areas, perhaps they can join public and private sector as a whole. They even can join a non-NGOs, okay, in non-governmental organizations that available in Malaysia. But apart from that, the key important thing is to make sure that the students are ready for the workforce later on. That's why Tun Abdul Razak is the place where we can shape students, mold them to become somebody good for the nation and make things better for the citizens as a whole. I believe that by providing such programs to all students, we can build up a future leaders for our country. That's it.
Amazing. Thank you. That's great. I'm so delighted to hear that, the opportunities are so vast. Students who graduate from TASOC will definitely have a very fulfilling and positive future career, right? So, Yusri, before we end, maybe would you like to give a word or two to motivate our students who are still studying, who have experienced the last 2 years of studying online? Maybe you can motivate them what to do, how to prepare themselves to get back to campus.
Okay, thank you so much. As a student, we know this time is really difficult because we more to using online platforms and using the create our own creativity to make environment quite fun, and is it quite different from we study in a physical way. But don't worry, because nowadays I huge every one of you to know and to study the social media and using the LinkedIn platform to to create your leaderships there, and to to create a platform there to sell yourself before or after your study at UNIRAZAK. Because I noticed so many UNIRAZAK students use LinkedIn platform to to share the positive vibe, to share the good skills there, and to share the project presentations. And of course, nowadays the e-learning is really important. You need to know what the best e-learning. We have the courses, so many courses at UNIRAZA. I believe UNIRAZA also have e-learning, e-library, and you can go there and study in a group of online learning and make. I'm pretty sure, and after you come back to the campus, you will be share more about what you have done, through online learning, and it's become more interesting because you will create more why and more energetic. So for my point of view, don't worry about that, and just go ahead as a student. You must take any opportunity to give to you, and grab the opportunity, and make sure is deliver, and is make sure is real and deliver that things happened. That's all.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So I just want to thank our two speakers, Mr. Azami and Mr. Yusri. Thank you for spending your
Thank
60
you so
minutes
much.
here with us. I'm sure that our viewers
You're welcome.
have
Yeah.
really learned so much. It was so inspiring, and they know that a course in TASOC is not just about working in government. It's more than that. It's about
Yes.
building leaders. It's about
Correct.
building your person, building your personality, person who you are in your future, right? So with that, we've come to an end to another round of What's Hot here at UR TikTok. And I'll just like to highlight a few things to our viewers out there. Our UNIRAZA intake for the November semester is now open. The November semester will start on November 6th. So it is about 3 weeks more to go. So please apply now if you're interested in studying in our program. And those of you, Bumi Putra, if you're looking for financial assistance, you can also try the Mara TESP or Mara Grab GERP. Yeah, it is a convertible loan, and it's still available to be for application until the 23rd of October 2021, which is about a week plus more to go. So please go to that. And if you want to know more about our courses, go to www.unirazak.edu.my. You can also call us at 014-337-2925 to apply. You can send a message to Dr. Joe at unirazak.edu.my if you're interested in sending an email. You can send WhatsApp, you can send email. There's so many ways of communicating with us here at UNIRAZAK. Don't forget to follow our UNIRAZA social media, which is on Facebook and Instagram, and also our YouTube channel. Stay tuned, everyone, for our upcoming events where we'll have more interesting topics live here at UR TikTok and What's Hot at UNIRAZA. So, everybody, please remember, keep your social distances, stay safe. I like just now from was it Sidmar or somewhere? They said, remember to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. So please stay safe, everyone. And thank you again, Azami, and thank you again,
You're
Yusri. Have a
welcome.
nice day, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Take care.
you. Take care. Bye bye.